Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Bill with the Voniverse. Today, February 15th, is the 50th anniversary of Instant Replay by the Monkees. Before you click off, because I know there's not a lot of Monkees love in the VC, don't write this album off. This is really, really good album. And it's not the type of album that you typically think of when you think of the Monkees. So it's not the bubblegum pop early Monkees stuff. This is one of their last albums. And really, really great. And since it's the 50th anniversary today, I thought I'd come on and talk about this album and share a little bit of the music. This is the first album post Peter Tork. He had recently left the band before the recording of this album. And although he is credited with some guitar on one of the tracks that I think was recorded a year or two earlier, prior to this being released. So the members, remaining members, is Michael Nesmith, Davy Jones, and Mickey Dolenz. So yeah, it's a really enjoyable album. I'm going to read something here off of AllMusic that says a little bit about this album much better than I could. So it goes like this. It says, I'm not sure who wrote this, Tim Sendra from AllMusic. It says, The year 1969 was a tough one for the Monkees. Their TV show was long canceled. Their special, 33 1/3 revolutions per monkey, was kind of a disaster, running up against the Academy Awards, and Peter Tork left the band. Despite all of this, Instant Replay, the album they released in February of 1969, is actually quite good. Made up of a couple older songs they dug out of the vaults and newly recorded tracks done separately by each member. There are moments of pop brilliance sprinkled throughout, and each of the remaining Monkees truly shine, some more brightly or oddly than the others. So, let's see here. So there's 12 tracks, and some of the writers on these songs, of course, there's Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart, who wrote many of the Monkees' classic hits. Jerry Goffin and Carole King, who again wrote some of the hits for the Monkees. Mickey Dolenz wrote two of the songs. Michael Nesmith wrote 2 tracks. Carol Baye Sager and Neil Sedaka wrote 1 song. I think that covers it. So yeah, I'd say Mickey Dolenz, the 2 tracks he wrote, which are Just a Game and Shorty Blackwell, they're probably the 2 most unusual tracks on this album, but they are good. Shorty Blackwell, which is the final track on this album, is a bit avant-garde, and it's got great harmonies with his sister Coco. I believe Shorty Blackwell was his cat, so it's a song about his cat. And kind of about insanity, so quite interesting. So the album starts off with a Boyce and Hart song called Through the Looking Glass, and I believe this was a leftover from some of the earlier album recording sessions, the earlier like Birds, Bees, and Monkees album. So why don't we take a listen to this? Okay. Song 2 is Don't Listen to Linda, another Boyce and Hart track. And this one is sung by Davy Jones. And I would classify this or say this is one of the more weaker tracks on the album, but still good nonetheless. It's got a very good vocal by Davy Jones. So the third track, I Won't Be the Same Without Her, is Jerry Goffin and Carole King track, and Michael Nesmith sings lead. And this is a very good song. It's has a bit of a Crosby, Stills, Nash vibe to it. Yeah, really, really good song. Good vocal by Michael Nesmith. Take a listen. And next is one of the two tracks written by Mickey Dolenz, and it's called Just a Game. Not a very long song, but it's good. It's kind of like a song that kind of builds on itself. And, you know, pretty good vocal by Mickey Dolenz. Now, next is Me Without You, another Davy Jones vocal by written by Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart. Yeah, this is a good track. It's kind of reminiscent of Your Mother Should Know by the Beatles off a Magical Mystery Tour. I enjoy this song, so why don't you take a listen to this. Yeah, pretty good. Me Without You. That song kind of reminds me of Your Mother Should Know a little bit by the Beatles. So last song on side one is the first of two songs written by Michael Nesmith, and it is called Don't Wait for Me. This song is a clear vision of where he was heading, where he picked up with the First National Band a year later. It's definitely got that country, Texas feel to it, but it's a very good song. And that closes out side one. Now, side two starts off with a real rocker, sung by Davy Jones, and has some guitar by Neil Young on it, and it's called You and I. Very, very good track. Let's take a listen to this. so that was Neil Young on guitar there. So the second track on here, on side 2, is the second Michael Nesmith song that he wrote for this album, called While I Cry. And this song, I'd have to say, is my favorite of the album. Really, really love this song. It's a very soft, beautifully sung, very sweet. So take a listen to this.
They told me what you'd do if I ever stayed with you. They told me that you'd laugh while I cried. They told me what you'd say, that you'd turn and walk away and find another place to play while I cry.
Okay, that was While I Cry, Michael Nesmith, my favorite track off this album. Next is a song called Teardrop City, which is probably the closest thing to the earlier Monkees pop songs that came before. It's got a very Last Train to Clarksville feel to it, maybe a tad bit slower, but it's good nonetheless. Next is The Girl I Left Behind Me, is sung by Davy Jones, and this is the song written by Carol Bayer Sager and Neil Sedaka. Very nice song, beautifully sung by Davy Jones. Enjoy this one. Yeah, good song all around. And then track 5 is A Man Without a Dream, and this was written by Goffin and King. So another really good song. Again, sung by Davy Jones. So why don't we take a listen to that one.
With the music of life, my soul is out of tune, and I feel like I'm growing old much too soon. My love for you, I just couldn't convey, and the keys to my happiness I let slip away. Now I'm a man without a dream. I've got a heart that has no home. All my senses are numb. Losing you, I've become a man without a dream.
Okay, and then to round things out, the last song on the album is what I mentioned earlier, Shorty Blackwell, a song about Mickey Dolenz' cat that he wrote. It's a little bit out there, definitely suitable for the time, 1969, and maybe a little bit psychedelic or avant-garde. It is enjoyable. I do like it. It is the longest song on the album, coming in at 5 minutes and 46 seconds. But here is a little taste of Shorty Blackwell.
We built a house upon a hill. Ask him if he's happy, and then give him a pill, and he's going mad. We bought another car today. Ask him if he's happy, then turn the other way. He's going mad. He's going mad. He's going mad. He's going mad.
yeah, so that is the Monkees Instant Replay. This is an original stereo press from 1969 with the original inner sleeve. Cold Gems is the label. So yeah, the Monkees Instant Replay, 50 years old today, and quite an enjoyable album. Not one that a lot of people talk about, but definitely one in their catalog that I enjoy. So why don't you go check it out? I don't know how many of you are all familiar with this, but check it out and give it a listen because it's pretty darn good. So, everyone, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.